you still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be
Hello and welcome to the new and improved Beginner Pilates series for 2023. My name is Margaret. I'm a certified Pilates instructor and I am going to be moving you through this series. And in today's class, we are doing a full body workout. If you have enjoyed using a hand towel as a prop, if you feel like that gives you some support in exercises and you want to keep working with that, grab your hand towel and we can use that in today's class. And when you're ready, just find your way down to your mat. We'll start in a seated position, whatever that looks like for you. You can go cross-legged, sit with your legs out in front of you, sit in a long butterfly, wherever you feel comfortable. Take your hands so they come to the tops of your legs, and then take a big roll of the shoulders to open up through your chest, relaxing the shoulders down and back, reaching the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. From here, we take 4 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose to fill your body up with air, expanding through the rib cage from side to side and front to back. And then exhale out, you can let all of that air go. For 3, inhale. And then exhale, let it go. For 2, inhale. And then exhale, let it go. Good, 1 more, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good. With your last exhale, just reach your arms so they go out to T. We'll inhale to take the left hand down, reach the right arm up and over, big side body stretch, still pressing down into that right hip. Exhale, you'll come all the way up through center, and then inhale, you take your right side down, reach the left arm up. Good. Exhale up through center. We'll just do 2 more each side, over towards the left hand down, right arm up. And then up through center, right side down, left arm up. 1 more, left side down, right arm up. Good. And then right side down, left arm up. Good. When you're ready, you'll come all the way back up through center, take your legs, reach them out in front of you. Now, if you can go all the way straight with your legs, I want you to try and do that. If you need a little bend into your knees, or if you'd rather sit in a long butterfly, if that's more comfortable, go ahead and do that. We'll bring the hands behind the head, and if you're using your hand towel, you can use that hand towel right behind your head, holding on with your hands, opening the arms a little bit wider. On your inhale, I want you to twist the upper body over towards the left. Good, and then exhale, come through center. Inhale, twist over towards the right. Good, and then exhale, come through center. We keep going like that. You'll inhale, twist over towards the left. Exhale, come through center, and then inhale, twist over towards the right. Good. Exhale through center. This time when you twist over towards the left, I want you to pause right here. Can you reach the right arm out? Can you reach the left arm back so your arms are in a straight line? Good. Can you continue to reach out through the fingertips? And then maybe start to hinge forward at your hips, reaching the right hand towards the outside of the left foot. Now, again, if your legs are straight, great. If they're bent or if you're in that long butterfly, it's the same idea. Reaching forward, continuing to find length. And then exhale, you'll come back up. We'll bend into the elbows, hands behind the head. You'll take it through center, and then we'll twist over towards the right. Now again, same thing, we twist over. Can you reach the left arm forward? Can you reach the right arm back? And then can you start to hinge at the hips, reaching the left hand in the direction of the right foot? Good, can you reach a little bit further? Inhale. Exhale all the way back up, hands behind the head. We'll do that 1 more time. We're twisting over towards the left, unfolding through the arms. Maybe you can do that at the same time. And then hinging into your hips, reaching the right hand towards the outside of the left foot. Good. Exhale all the way up through center. My hamstrings are really tight today, so I'm feeling that. Bend into your elbows, come over through center, and then twist it to the right. Unfold the arms, hinge into your hips, reaching the left hand towards the outside of the right foot. And then exhale up through center. bend into the elbows, and then de-rotate. Now we're gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna show you what the full execution of that exercise is. This is called saw. So with saw, we start with the arms out in T, palms flipping forward. You inhale to twist over towards the left, hinge into your hips as you flip that left palm back. We're reaching the right hand to the outside of the left foot, and then we pull and push for 3. So we pull back and then push for 2 and push, and then 1 more. And push. You come all the way up through center, take it back, and then twist over towards the right, flipping that right palm back as you hinge into the hips, reaching left hand to the outside of the right foot. We pull and push for 3, pulling back with the right fingertips, pushing forward with the left for 2, and then 1 more. Good. We come all the way up through center. You'll de-rotate, and then you can take your arms down. Now from here, let's bend the knees, take your feet flat. You can scoot your hips forward a little bit. Hands come behind the legs. You'll inhale, sit up tall. Exhale as you start to curve the spine, drawing in from your belly button. Using your hands as a little bit of traction, you'll get to about halfway, maybe getting lighter through the fingertips. Can you reach your hands off of your legs? If the answer is no, you keep them right here. Good. Can you now roll all the way down to your mat? Shoulders and head go down. Your feet can stay where they are, about hips distance on your mat. And we've been talking a lot about neutral spine. Can you find where your neutral spine is? Right here on the mat, tilting the hips backwards a little bit towards you so you can feel more of the mat around the back side of your body. The front points of your hips and the bottom points of your rib cage are in line. So we're making a square or a rectangle between those 4 points. Arms are reaching above your shoulders. If you'd like to hold on to that hand towel, you can do it here. Fingertips reaching long. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, press your hands so they go down outside of your hips. And then inhale, lift your arms back up. Good. Exhale, press down. Inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale, press down. Use that deep breath. Inhale, lift up. Good. This time when you press down, can you hold your arms, hovering them about an inch away from the mat? Good. Can you tuck your chin to your chest, lifting your head? And then think about using your upper abs. Can you lift up a little bit higher, looking forward towards the center of your thighs? That's where your head should be positioned, right? We're curving the spine. Head and neck are following that same curve. Can you hold here? 3, 2, and 1, and then take it all the way back down. Shoulders down, head down, arms reach back up, fingertips towards the ceiling. Good. Okay, from here, bring your hands so they go down by your sides. We're going to take the legs. On your exhale, you're going to lift that right knee so it comes up above the hip, and then inhale as you take it back down. Same thing on the left. We lift that left knee. It comes up above the hip. Think about moving from your hip so we keep the same shape through the leg. Your knee is bent. Your shin is parallel to the ceiling as you lift up. Exhale, lift. And lower. Good. Lift. And lower. Perfect. Lift. And lower. Let's do one more each side. Right side lifts and lowers, and then left side lifts. Good. And lowers. Once your left foot plants back down onto the ground, you're going to lift the right knee so it comes above the hip. If this puts a little bit of pressure at the front of your hip and that's uncomfortable, pull the knee in a little bit closer. Okay. Can you extend your leg up, either to straight or whatever straight looks like for you? Flex your foot, and then keeping the shoulders pressing down into the mat, keeping your spine in neutral, feeling the pressure at the back of the hips, feeling grounded through that left foot. Can you inhale, lower the right leg down so that your knees are in line with each other, and then point your toe? Can you lift that right leg back up for 3? Flex your foot and lower so the knees are in line. Point your toe and lift. Good. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Just one more. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Then we'll bend the right knee, right foot back down on the mat, press the heel down so you feel anchored, you feel grounded to the mat, lifting the left knee up. You can pull that knee in a little bit closer and then reach the left leg up to whatever a straight leg looks like for you today. Flex your foot, you inhale, lower the leg just so that the knees are in line. Point your toe, exhale as you lift that left leg back above the hip. Good. For 3, flex and lower. Point and lift. Good. For 2, flex and lower. Point and lift. Good. One more. Flex and lower. Point and lift. And then bend your knee, plant your foot flat on the mat. Good. Walk your feet out a little bit wider than your hips. Inhale to drop both of your knees over towards the left, letting the right hip lift, but keeping the right shoulder anchored down. You'll exhale, take the knees up through center. Inhale as you drop both knees over towards the right, letting the left hip lift, but keeping the right shoulder anchored down. Exhale, everything comes up through center. Walk your feet out a little bit away from you. We're going to work on rolling up right here. That was something in the first beginner series people really had a lot of feelings about. Knees are bent, feet are flat. You're pressing your feet down, and I'm going to warn you at the top. This may take more than one try. It takes a lot of practice. So if it doesn't come naturally to you on the first go, that's okay. We're beginners, and we're going to embrace that. Reaching fingertips up towards the ceiling. Can you press your hands down towards the tops of your legs? Feel the tops of your legs. Now, can you lift your head by tucking your chin towards your chest, looking forward? You should be able to see your fingertips. Can you keep your hands pressing into your legs? Continue to lift up a little bit more, pressing down into the hips, pressing down into the feet. Maybe you reach for the back of the legs. Can you use that resistance to help you come all the way up? Good. Now, if you moved your hands towards the backs of your legs, you can keep them right there. We're going to roll ourselves down. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. We get to about halfway. That's where you feel like you have to get lighter through the fingertips. Can you release the fingertips and roll all the way down? Shoulders and head down. Can you move your hands towards the tops of your legs? Inhale. Exhale. You're going to lift your head by tucking your chin to your chest. So we're not lifting by using the neck. We're lifting actually by using our abs, which is kind of a tough thing to wrap our head around, but we get there. Continue to exhale. Press your hands to the tops of your legs. Can you lift up higher? Maybe moving the hands to the hamstrings. Bring yourself all the way up. Good, and we'll keep on working on that in another class. Hands can come down by your sides, and we're going to move ourselves so that we come into a tabletop position. Knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingertips out wide, pressing into the fingertip, into the knuckle and the heel of the hand. Press the space between the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, okay? And see how when you do that, you're kind of forced to pull your belly button back. We should feel a little bit of core engagement right here. And if you're not feeling core engagement, if you're just kind of hanging out right here, I want you to actively press into your hands, push away from your mat. Think about closing these two tips of your rib cage, bringing those parts of your body a little bit closer, and then pushing your belly button backwards so you get a little bit tighter through your core. Now from right here, I want you to press down into your left hand. Can you reach the right arm forward, reaching fingertips towards the front edge of that mat? Right hand comes down. You do the same thing on the left side, pressing into that right hand to anchor you, reaching the left arm forward. Bring it back down. Good. Twice more each side. Right arm reaches. And then we lower. As one arm reaches, you're maintaining even pressure through the opposite hand and through both knees. One more. Reach. Good. And then last one. Reach. Good. Left hand will come down. If you need a second to come off of the wrist, just bring your hips towards your heels. Give your wrists a little bit of a shake, a little bit of a roll. If you have your hand towel somewhere nearby, you could use it right now as a little bit of extra support for your wrist. I'm going to do that since I have my hand towel nearby, so I'll get set up right there if you guys want to watch that. Okay, when you're ready, we reset into that tabletop position, okay? Now we're pressing evenly into the hands, continuing to press up and away from the mat. And do you see how my spine is curving right here? If I think about tucking my tailbone just a little bit and shooting my tailbone towards the back edge of my mat, my tailbone's right here, shooting it back, that's gonna get me more into a better alignment. And it's going to help me to feel a little bit more engaged into my core. Now this time you can either tuck your toes like this, or you can press the tops of your feet down into the mat. That's going to come down to personal preference. We'll take the right leg. Can you extend the right leg back, reaching the right toes towards the bottom edge of your mat? And then exhale, bend the knee, pull right back in. Same thing on the left. Can you extend that left leg back? And then pull it in. Now with your gaze and your eyes, you're looking down but a little bit forward. So if you're looking back towards your legs, I need you to lift your head just a little bit. Where you're looking is going to inform how the rest of your body is positioned. Let's do one more on each side. Reaching the right leg and then coming back in and then reaching the left leg. Good, and coming back in. Let's take a pause right here. Okay, now if you need to come off of the wrist, again, you're going to come off of the wrist, okay? And then when you're ready, we're coming back to tabletop. We're going to move opposite arm and opposite leg. So it is going to require a little bit more balance, a little bit more coordination, but we've got this under control, right? We've been practicing a whole lot of things in this series. So here we go. When you're ready, you're pressing into your left hand and into your right knee. We're going to take that right arm and left leg. You're going to extend things out, and you can just slide those left toes across the mat and then pull everything in. Now we move left hand and right leg. Reach out and then bring it in. Good. We go right arm, left leg, and then back in, and we go left arm, right leg. Good, bring it back in. Now this time you're going to go right arm, left leg, hold it right there. Maybe you can lift the left toes away from the mat. Can you hold and breathe? 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes down. Reach out through the left arm and the right leg. Can you lift those right toes away from the mat? Hold and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Now your hands are coming down. Walk your knees back just a little bit and then lower yourself down to the mat. It doesn't have to be beautiful or perfect. We'll just get there. Hands under the shoulders, forearms a little bit wider than the rest of the body, and your feet are about mat's distance apart, tops of the feet pressing down. Let's relax the upper body so your chest and your head come down. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Press down into your hands. You'll start to lift your chest. As you lift your chest, naturally your head will lift up. We're looking forward, but still a little bit down. And you'll find a spot that you can't go up anymore. We're keeping the forearms pressing down into the mat. When you're ready, you lower all the way back down. Just for 2 more, we lift the chest. As you lift your chest, your head will naturally lift. You're still pressing the tops of the feet down, pressing the forearms down. Good, and then bring it all the way back. For 1 more, lift. And then lower. Good. Take your hands so they're a little bit closer to your chest, right about in line with your chest. Elbows pointing back. Bring the legs together. Big exhale. You're going to push yourself up and then reach your hips all the way back to your heels, finding your child's pose. Good. Rounding forward through the spine. Taking a second. Big inhale. Exhale. You'll let it go. Good, and then when you're ready, start to walk your hands in towards your knees. Bring yourself up to a seated position, shoulders right on top of the hips, and that is where I am going to leave you for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this class. Hopefully you're enjoying the beginner series. These last 2 weeks, we are moving through more beginner workouts, right? So it's gonna be a lot less pausing and talking, a lot more moving. So hopefully that's exciting for you. It's exciting for me. I'm enjoying our time together. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you back here for our next beginner class.
Follow the light, you're able to be happy.